Okay, so coriander is a bit of an interesting thing. This is known by many different names around the world. In the States, they call this stuff cilantro. In South Africa, we call it coriander. India, they call it, they call the seeds and stuff jeera. But yeah, cilantro, coriander, dhania, many different names for this lovely leaf. Funnily enough, it's one of the most hated herbs in the world, but I freaking love this stuff. Chili. Got to chuck chili in it. If you want it to be hot, take the seeds, keep them in. If you want it to be not so spicy, but just get the chili flavor, take the seeds out. I'm keeping them in.
What?
Yep.
It's going to be boiling.
The chilies are in. Those are the red things, are they?
Chilies!
And obviously we can't just have like chilies and onion and tomato and stuff in a bowl because that just, I don't know, it's kind of like a half a salad. To bind everything together, give it a little bit of acidity. Grip half a lemon. Squeeze out the juices, more into the bowl than on yourself, unlike me. Bit of lemon juice, bit of salt, bit more salt. Grab a spoon, mix it up a little bit.
Ooh, I see it.
And then it's kind of ready to eat, but chuck it in the fridge while you guys are prepping everything else. Much fresh. Okay, chicadaras require the guac. Guacamole doesn't have to be very complicated or anything like that. I honestly just like it as is. So I'm just going to grab 2 small avos, which you got for like super cheap. And believe it or not, they're actually quite nice. I mean, the first one that I opened was. Yeah, I mean, check it out. Easiest way to get an avo pip out, you take your knife, you chop it in, you twist it out, avo pips out. Ta-da. Super easy. Scoop, oh my goodness, I'm not doing this too greatly. Scoop out the flesh of the avo. It's so beautiful. Salt, pepper, avos, lime juice. Yeah. Grab some random lettuce, bit of coleslaw. Into the thing. Alrighty, so I am going to go into the meat section of this thing. Now, traditionally a chicadera or a taco, as a lot of people say, would work with ground beef, but I'm not going to go for ground beef because, you know, tradition has got its place, but not everything needs to be traditional. So I am going to be using good old South African ostrich fillet. But in order to prep the ostrich fillet, we've got to do a few more things. So, things I love, garlic. Absolutely love garlic. Garlic, nightmare to peel. Easiest way to do it, flat to the knife, flat to your hand, smack it, and it just comes out of its skin, just like that. Ostrich, man, it's like a blue meat almost, or that's what it's kind of half classified as. But instead of grinding it and mincing it, I'm literally just going to take the top of it, and I'm going to cut it into strips, but against the grain, so that you got this like almost grainy texture to it. Personally, I really dig coconut oil. The stuff's got a very high fry temperature. Let's give it a generous amount in there. Garlic and meat in the same pan, it's honestly fine. If you're doing this in huge amounts and it's going to stand for a few hours, don't do it. But if it's going to be like instant use, don't really stress. You put the garlic in while the oil's still busy heating up. Nice little sizzle on it. Get that going. Yeah, anything with your touch. So, pepper. Grind generously. Salt. Again, grind generously. Season to taste. Mix it about. Bit of ground cumin. Get a bit of flavor in there. Bit of ground coriander. Ground coriander. And I'm going to chuck a bit of thyme on it just to give it a little bit of like different type of flavor. Alright, and these things have literally been going for like a couple of seconds, but that's all that it's going to require, maximum like a minute. Should get a nice hot bloody thing, but even pink cooked throughout. If you have a look, it should be quite pink on the inside. If you have a look there, nice and pink on the inside. Delicious! It says taco shells, but it's a chicadara. Because I'm full of nonsense when it comes to food. Oh, thing, and it's quite literally a case of use your fingers, and it's that. Bit of this. Bit of this. Some of this. Some more of this, because I like it. A bit of cheese. And ta-da! And the only thing left to do now is just stuff it in your mouth and crunch away, so...
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for joining and watching this whole thing, and remember, play with your food.
Yeah, that was